Previously on Tunnel 9 Free to Play, we took a look at the Queen Charge Hog Rider army. Today is Sub War Day, and this is all they left me. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Joe, and welcome back for episode 30 of the Tunnel 9 Free to Play series. Today we are in Sub War Day, meaning we got 40 players from around the world that came together and warred with me for a stream that's going to be happening in a couple of hours. By the time you see this video, the stream will have already long passed. So if you're not in our Discord server, go down in the description below and join the Discord server, and that way you can join in on these fun events if you're interested in doing these types of things, because it's a lot of fun getting all these players together, and you get to see all kinds of super cool attacks. So they left me one base, and you guys saw in the preview, like, this was the base that they left me. I mean, really? Are you kidding me? Look at these baby walls. We got Town Hall 6 walls. We got some Town Hall 7 walls. We got Town Hall 8 defenses. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. Watch me go fail it. We're gonna do it live here in the video. But anyways, if you look at the rest of the map, like, these guys have already gone crazy on this war. I mean, it's already all 3-starred, except for this one little guy down here at the bottom. How many of you guys are in clans like this where you have that one baby account at the bottom of the war map and nobody wants to hit it? That's exactly what's happening here. And sometimes, you know, I've seen clans where they've 3-starred all the bases and then players are sitting there saying, I don't know who to hit now, you know, like, that's what's going on here. So we're going to do our attack live today, but I wanted to show you this replay real fast because this replay is actually really cool. In the last episode, we talked about Queen Charge Hog Rider, the mass Hog Rider army. It was actually really sweet. And so one of the things about that attack is that you got to get rid of the clan castle troops and you got to get rid of the enemy queen, right? Well, this base is an anti-3-star design, kind of like what we've been showing in some of the more serious videos. And you got that town hall on the outside, and you're supposed to go through the base and have a hard time getting to the town hall or come in through the town hall side and get like a solid 2-star, right? So if you look at the core, there is the queen and the clan castle side by side, right? There's no bomb tower, and the wizard towers are all the way over here, so they don't really have any coverage in this location. So what's really cool about this attack by Elena is that you're going to see all the skeleton spells. You're going to have 4 skeleton spells and 1 rage spell dropped in the core and get rid of the clan castle altogether. And if you are unaware of this, if you destroy the clan castle, you don't have to worry about the clan castle troops. But only in this situation, guys. You got to make sure that there's no bomb tower in range or no wizard towers in range. And then obviously this is what happens. The queen's going to go down, the clan castle is going to go down. There's no expos here, and so it's just phenomenal. Some of you guys out there might see something like this, just an idea for you. So anyways, Elena's going to come through with the heroes on one side with the king and queen, and you got some bullying going on here, some serious bullying, because Elena's a phenomenal attacker, and she takes on some seriously hardcore bases. But, you know, you're going to see the hogs are going to come through the base and basically sweep this entire base. You got hogs coming in and clearing out some mortars, basically setting the funnel to make sure that our hogs go through the base, and then you're going to see all the hogs drop, followed up by some healers, and they're going to basically sweep through the entire base with the queen just kind of off to the side, picking off buildings and doing some cleanup. You got some minions back there behind to basically pick up all those mines and elixir pumps that are getting passed by the hogs. Obviously, hogs are defensive seekers, and they're not going to address those until the end of the base, and those hogs are going to continue to progress with, looks like we got 2 heal spells remaining in the composition, and I think our attacker is going to use like 1 or, well, she might use both of them. I'm not really sure. I didn't watch the whole replay all the way through. I just caught the first portion, and I was like, wow, that was actually really, really cool, you know? So hogs are going to take out the final defenses, and I think we're going to actually have a swagged heal spell. But there were no expos. I know some of you probably mentioned that already, no expos, but just something to take into consideration if you look at the base and you identify that you want to use hogs and you see a clan castle next to a queen and no wizard tower or bomb tower or expo coverage, you can definitely get away with that type of situation. So anyways, we're going to move on, and let's go ahead and jump into my live attack. Let me go ahead and speed it up, that way you can see the army for yourself. And there's your army. Let's get into the live attack now. Alright, so we got a very popular base design. We've seen this base design many, many times. This is like a trophy pushing / anti-2 design with that centralized town hall and the clan castle in the core. Looks like we do have clan castle troops, so I think we are going to keep it easy today. And I know that I'm saying that we're going to keep it easy because I'm going to use witches. I don't feel like putting in a ton of work, and I don't feel like queen walking. I'm being kind of lazy today, guys. So we're going to go in live on this bad boy, and we're going to use our very popular queen charge witch slap. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and come in with the queen, 1 2 3, and let's go ahead and drop our witches, 1 2 3 4, and those 2 healers back behind. Looks like we got 1 spectator already. We got to deal with a queen over there. That's something to be concerned about. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's drop our golem. Let's drop our witches back behind and our wizards. And we got a king. Let's go ahead and drop our king. Let's drop a jump spell. Well, we didn't need to do it there, huh? What a waste. What an absolute waste of a jump spell. But we can drop our bowlers now, and we do have to worry about clan castle troops. Clan castle troops are a problem. Looks like we have a lava hound. Wow, a lava hound. All right, so with the lava hound, just wait. Let the troops target them, and you don't necessarily have to worry about it until it pops. So once it pops, then we're going to drop our poison spell. So let's drop our poison spell up here. And let's go ahead and we don't need a freeze spell, do we? All right, so Queen's going to follow our golem that stayed on the outside. Let's drop our, let's hold on to that heal spell for a second. Heal spell, we don't need it just yet. Let's drop it back here because that's where our troops are traveling. And we have 2 wizards we can drop on that double cannon. Looks like our witches over here on this side kind of failed a little bit, but it's okay. We got plenty of troops that are going to come around the back end and kind of clean us up a little bit. So Queen's working her way around, and it looks like our troops are going to gather together. The golem is leading the way, kind of tanking. And, it's not as pretty as some of our other attacks. It's just the base design. It's kind of the intent of this base to kind of throw off your troops' AI and really confuse them a little bit. But we got plenty of troops to get this job done. So we got 1 free spell that we can hold on to for a second. And looks like we're out of troops. But everything's going to come around. And the golemites, we got what? 2 defenses remaining, and an archer tower and a cannon. So very, very simple, especially with this very OP army that a lot of players just cannot stand. But I love it. I love it because sometimes we just like to keep it simple. So I'm going to hold on to that free spell for our next attack. I'm going to do probably an attack after this attack, but we've already finished up our war attacks. We did one prior to this one, and I was able to snag it early, thankfully. It was on a higher level base, but we got that 3-star right there. And if you're not using that army and you like to keep it simple, it's not a bad army for you. So let's go check out some other attacks. In previous episodes, we've been asked multiple times for other variations of the witch slap strategy, and this strategy is actually one of them with 10 witches and 4 healers. And the only real difference between the strategy that I've been using and this strategy is that you're going to use witches on one side and witches on the other side to clear your funnel. So you're going to notice on this attack, we got 3 to 4 witches on one side with 2 healers, and then on the opposite side of the base we got another pair of witches with healers with them. And so they're going to basically clear both sides of the funnel and allow for our golem and troops to go through the core of the base. And so a lot of players have asked in previous episodes as well whether, what you got to do to keep your witches on the outsides of the base. And it's basically just making sure that there are buildings on both sides to make sure that the witches keep traveling down the outsides of the base, and they clear these buildings out. That way your troops don't kick on the outside. So you're going to notice that we got that golem in the core, and you got a jump spell placed, and then we got bowlers and witches and another queen. Check out the levels on this attacker's heroes. I applaud it. 25 and 30, well done, very well done. That's a lot of patience. A lot of players aren't willing to wait it out and actually upgrade those heroes, so phenomenal work there. So we have a dragon and looks like a Valkyrie that came from the CC. There was a poison spell and a freeze spell used, and then there's going to be another jump spell on the core of the base. That way our troops can get to the other side and deal with those hidden Teslas on the backside. And so what we've learned over the last couple of weeks of war type strategies, we've shown hogs, we've shown witches, and we're going to be working our way into balloons. A lot of players out there don't really care for the technical stuff, the pro level stuff when it comes to attacking. A lot of players really just enjoy dropping troops and being successful, and I can't really blame you there, guys. I really can't. If you enjoy this type of attacking and you're successful, by all means, I hope you do get some success out of it and you do get to enjoy the game a little bit, because these types of strategies, although they are very overpowering, it gives a lot of players some hope to know that you can go out there and 3-star maxed out level bases, and you don't have to be like a pro player. You can just enjoy the game and be successful as a regular player. So we're going to speed this one up for you guys to see the army for yourself, and they will grab that last building in the spell factory. There's your army right there. Let's get into our final replay. All right, so I guess for our final attack, we will finish things out with witches. That's just happened to be everything that all the Town Hall 9s use, but it is what it is, right? It's kind of expected, to be honest with you, because it's the go-to strategy for a lot of players that don't have the time to invest. And that's one of the best things about Clash of Clans and YouTube as a whole, is we got so many different players that watch the channel. We got so many different players that actually compete, and they like different strategies, but this just happens to be the go-to because the witches just happen to dominate at Town Hall 9. So if you guys are not aware of where we're at in the series right now, I have to put my king back down again for another level. He should be up in like a couple of hours on the Joe V6 account, as a matter of fact, and we've got to get him back down for level 24. So technically we got like 2 levels to go on that king, and we're going to be moving on to Town Hall 10. Town Hall 10 is really where things start to really pick up for more strategy based. I mean, you're starting to see more of the miners and the hogs dominating, but we really don't know how long that's going to last, if that's going to continue to be a thing. Right now, Town Hall 9 is basically finished. You probably will never see another major update on Town Hall 9. It's been out for, what, 2013, so we're all like 6-7 years almost. So, this level is basically done. It's one of the prettiest levels, I would imagine. Like, I really do like the black theme of Town Hall 9, but we've learned so much along the way, and next week we're going to play with some balloons. If you guys are into that kind of thing, I'm trying to find some players that like to farm with it. That way I can make some videos with some farming strategies with the Lalo, and then we're going to try to work our way into some of the more technical stuff if you guys like that kind of thing, and then we're going to finish it out there. We should be wrapping up Town Hall 9 in the upcoming week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, guys. Well, I hope to be finished with it. But beautiful attack here by Prit. Wanted to show off another one of our subscribers, his attack, just get him in a video, because I do appreciate all of your guys' support out there. And again, if you want to participate in these types of wars, make sure you're in our Discord server. The link is down in the description below. There's the army if you want to try that army out for yourself. And if you enjoyed the content today, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you need any additional video support, click one of those links over there. We will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.